Hello and welcome to Homebrew EDH, where I take you through my personal commander decks, how they work, and how they win. This is a re-upload from a video I have since deleted because I wasn't happy with the quality. This episode is Dina Soulsteeper. This was part 1 of the Strixhaven stretch. Part 2 is out with Quintorius, Field Historian, and part 3 will air with Galazeth Prismari. So this is Dina Soulsteeper. She's a Golgari commander who's a 1/3 that reads, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life, and has an activated ability of pay 1, sacrifice another creature. She gains +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. We're going to take this deck in a Lifegain and graveyard fashion, as one could expect. So with that, let's go. This deck is all about sacrifice and messing with the graveyard and Lifegain. So to start with Lifegain, we've got cards like Pest Summoning, Pestilent Cauldron, Sedgemoor Witch, and Tend the Pests. You're going to want to sacrifice a big creature when you cast Tend the Pests too, so you can get the most out of it and get the most value to get all that life and drain your opponents. Now the best thing you can do to get even more life is have cards like Ill-Gotten Inheritance, Moldervine Reclamation, and Retreat to Kazandu out, all of which are enchantments that gain you life when certain things happen. Inheritance is every upkeep, Moldervine is whenever your creature you control dies, and Retreat to Kazandu is the landfall trigger. Cards like Bloodthirsty Aerialist, Blood Researcher, and Deathless Knight all rely on us gaining life each turn. But there are some things that'll help you out with your graveyard aspect. Cards like Zulaport Cutthroat, Woodfall Primus, Grizzly Salvage, and the Mending of Dominaria all put cards, or can keep cards, in our graveyard and do certain things because of that. And then there's ways, obviously, to get the important things out of your graveyard with cards like Revive, Regrowth, and Genesis if it's in your graveyard. And now for the 3 most valuable cards in the deck, with Find Finality, Assassin's Trophy, and last but not least, Collected Company. We can look at the top 6 of our library, put 2 creature cards, CMC 3 or less, among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom in any order. With how cheap some of the creatures are, you can actually do some crazy stuff with it. The deck is simple enough with Dina as the head. You're going to want to gain life multiple times with multiple instances of gaining life, so it triggers multiple times. The best way to win that I have found is either sacrificing a giant creature with Tend the Pests and then using those pests as sacrifice fodder for other things. Sedgemoor Witch, with enough instance and sorcery casts, get more pests, same concept. And to even target it, our opponents have to pay 3 life. And the best one I can have in the deck right now is Zulaport Cutthroat. Whenever it or another creature we control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and we gain 1 life. If we sacrifice enough pests over and over again and keep recurring those, we'll drain our opponents and win the game. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. If you have ideas you'd like to see me build, leave a comment below. I do read them all. As always, the deck list will be in the description with all the cards I didn't include in this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, take it easy and enjoy your stay.